Up next, Tampa and Carolina square off for the first of two meetings over the final 3 weeks. The Bucs look to make it 3 in a row over the Panthers, right here in Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. The numbers for Evans a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 10 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. 11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't, no matter what happens, they can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Play action. It's Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Brady now on first down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On second down, right back to Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold block.
Touchdown, Carolina! With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here comes Abdullah on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Darnold now to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And caught by Trimble. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Off of play action, Darnold. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. All right. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sass.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Touchdown, Carolina! Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Brady to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a give, left side. This is Abdullah. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line. 45.
Play action now. Walker sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now Walker. They'll roll him out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass complete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady again. It's complete. It's Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Brady going to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Walker's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Walker. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Walker. Caught on a slant. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. The Bucs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Brady now on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
And they go play action. Here's Walker.
He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are